God gave the prophet Jonah a simple command. Go to Nineveh, that great and violent city, and warn them. But Nineveh was the enemy. Jonah did not want them warned. He wanted them destroyed. So Jonah ran the other way. He went down to the harbor, found a ship sailing as far away as a ship could go, paid his fare, and climbed aboard. He thought he could outrun God. He was about to learn that you cannot sail beyond the reach of heaven. Out at sea, God sent a wind so fierce the ship nearly broke apart. The sailors were terrified. They threw the cargo overboard and cried out to their gods. And still the storm grew, until it felt like the sea itself was hunting one man. And where was Jonah? Fast asleep below deck, as if nothing were wrong. The captain shook him awake. "How can you sleep?" he begged. "Get up and call on your God before we all drown out here." The sailors cast lots to find who was to blame, and the lot fell on Jonah. So he told them the truth. "I worship the God who made the sea and the dry land, and I am the one running away from him." The men were terrified. "What should we do?" they asked. "To make the sea calm down?" "Throw me into the sea," Jonah said. "I know this great storm is my fault. They did not want to, but the waves only kept rising." Finally, with no other choice, they lifted Jonah and let him down into the raging water. And instantly, the sea grew calm. Then, rising up from the deep, God sent a great fish, and it swallowed Jonah whole. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah sat in the darkness inside that fish. No way out, no one to save him. And there in the belly of the deep, the runaway prophet finally stopped running and began to pray. "But I will sacrifice to you with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay that which I have vowed. Salvation belongs to Yahweh." Then God spoke to the fish, and it spat Jonah out onto dry land. And the word of the Lord came to him a second time. "Go to Nineveh." And this time, soaked and humbled, Jonah went. He walked into the great city and gave the shortest sermon in the Bible. 40 more days, he cried, and Nineveh will be overthrown. Just a few words of warning, with no offer of hope attached to them at all. And something no one expected happened. The people believed God. From the greatest to the least, they fasted and put on sackcloth. Even the king stepped down from his throne, sat in the dust, and called the city to turn from its evil. When God saw that they turned from their wicked ways, he had compassion. He did not bring the destruction he had threatened. The enemy city was spared. All of heaven rejoiced, and Jonah was furious. Jonah stormed off and sulked. He would rather they perished than be forgiven. So God grew a leafy plant to shade him, then let it wither. And Jonah raged over the plant. "You cared about a vine," God said. "Should I not care about a city full of people?" And there, the story ends on a question, because Jonah's real problem was never the storm or the fish. It was a heart too small for God's mercy. So here's the question for us. Who is your Nineveh? Is there anyone you have decided is beyond grace?